Have you ever noticed something strange? You can get 8 hours of sleep and still wake up exhausted. You take a day off and somehow feel more behind than before. You sit down to rest, but you grab your phone, scroll, check, respond. And your body stops moving, but your mind never does. What if your problem isn't sleep? What if your problem is something deeper? Today I want to talk about why you're always tired, and it might not be what you think. In Luke 10, there's a famous story about two sisters, Mary and Martha. Jesus comes to their house. Martha starts serving, cooking, preparing, hosting. Mary? She sits at Jesus' feet and listens. Now let's be honest. Most of us are Martha. We're doing things, productive things, necessary things, even good things. Martha wasn't sinning by serving. Serving isn't the problem. But the text says something important. Jesus tells her, "Martha, Martha, you are anxious and troubled about many things, but one thing is necessary." Did you catch that? The issue wasn't activity, it was anxiety. It wasn't work, it was distraction. Martha was doing things for Jesus, but she wasn't with Jesus. And here's the uncomfortable truth. You can be doing things for God and still be far from the peace of God. We live in a culture that worships busyness. If you're busy, you're important. If you're productive, you're valuable. If you're hustling, you're winning. But underneath all that activity, there's often something else. Fear. Fear of falling behind. Fear of not being enough. Fear of being forgotten. Fear of not measuring up. And here's the deeper spiritual issue. Busyness is often control. We stay busy because if we stop, we might have to face what's really going on inside. We stay busy because it makes us feel needed. It makes us feel significant. It makes us feel safe. But when we refuse to rest, we're subtly saying something, "God, I've got this." We wouldn't say it out loud, but our calendars say it. Our anxiety says it. Our constant motion says it. In Psalm 46:10, God says, "Be still and know that I am God." Notice what he doesn't say. He doesn't say, "Be productive and know that I am God." He says, "Be still." Why? Because stillness reminds you that you are not God. When you stop working and the world keeps spinning, you're reminded who's actually in control. In Mark 6:31, Jesus tells his disciples, "Come away by yourselves to a desolate place and rest a while." These were men doing ministry, casting out demons, preaching, healing. And Jesus says, "Stop, rest." Why? Because if you don't learn to rest with Jesus, you will start working for your identity instead of from your identity. And that's exhausting. The problem isn't that you're doing too much. The problem is you're trying to be too much. You're trying to be provider, protector, fixer, savior for your family, for your job, for your church. But there's already a savior, and it's not you. Hebrews 4 talks about a deeper kind of rest, a Sabbath rest for the people of God. It says whoever has entered God's rest has also rested from his works. That doesn't mean we stop working forever. It means we stop trying to earn. Stop trying to prove. Stop trying to secure our own worth. True rest is not inactivity, it's trust. It's sitting at the feet of Jesus and believing that being with him is more important than being impressive for him. So what does that look like in real life? It might mean 1 hour this week where your phone is off. Not on silent, off. It might mean 5 minutes a day where you sit in silence before God without an agenda. No asking, no performing, just presence. It might mean practicing Sabbath not as a rule, but as resistance. Resistance against a culture that says your value equals your output. And here's the gospel truth. Jesus doesn't just command rest, he gives it. In Matthew 11:28, he says, "Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." Not "I will give you better time management," not "I will give you more energy." I will give you rest. At the cross, Jesus finished the work so you don't have to live like it's unfinished. He said, "It is finished." That includes your worth. That includes your acceptance. That includes your identity. You are not loved because you are productive. You are loved because Christ was faithful. So maybe the question isn't, why am I so tired? Maybe the question is, what am I trying to carry that was never mine to carry? If you're exhausted today, it may not be because you need more sleep. It may be because you need surrender. Sit at his feet. Let go of the illusion of control and rediscover the one thing that is necessary. Because rest isn't weakness, it's worship. And it might be the most spiritual act you practice this week.